Ugh. Well, the things you high tapper, the things you learn in your spiritual sort of magazines, which is I brought today, which will interlock with what I'm saying in a minute. Funnily enough, on I just opened it because I've not looked at it yet and thought, really? Oh, it all connects together. You know, nothing is a coincidence. So it's only a quick one really because I just wanted to see. There's 11 people in, but I don't know who's there. All lurking. We'll see if a few of us come in because I believe Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp have gone down in America. So I'm waiting for my American friends to come on to see if that's true because things are going on and sure there'll be things in place though because I think a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. Trump's just done a speech about going after drug cartels and you know, to do with drug trafficking and we know what goes along with that trafficking, which I'll probably be talking about at another day. Which I'll just shout out now because don't really need to go through it because people can go and look there if they want to, which was, I normally watch the Golden State Times in America, and it was the Golden State Times, and it was hi USA, right, people in USA, has Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp gone down? Apparently it's being reported. Love your new live stream. This isn't my new live stream. This is the one I do before, but I've got two now when I get used to it. Thank you. So I don't know if is that's Vermont USA here. Hi. So is Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp down in the US? Does anybody? Is it? It's apparently saying Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. So I thought I'd wait for some American friends to come in and I'd ask you. Just wondering. Because it was actually playing up on me before, but they're saying it's apparently gone down or it's tried to go down. So I don't know. Have any of you been on it? No one's saying anything. Donna, John, Rose Garden, is anybody? Oh, live chat's disappeared. So nobody's answering, so I don't know. Hi. Hi. Well, I'm gonna get on with it then because nobody's answered, so I don't know. Apparently that's what's been reported. So I just really wanted to come on to say thank you for the people supporting me yesterday over on Roxanne the Globalist Deniers channel. If you haven't checked it out, please go and check it out, Roxanne the Globalist Denier. We did a little chat and on a little bit on Flat Earth when I came into it, and you check in, thank you, just check. And Q, it was just a little bit, and I know the microphone wasn't really good on it, but should get that fixed anyway. And I'm sure we'll be collaborating again. That's what we said we'd do because it's nice because it's two women and we're on the sort of, well, we are on the same things because obviously I'm looking more into Flat Earth. It's something I've thought about anyway. And then obviously I didn't realise Roxanne was big into Q, and that's brilliant because we both are, so that's great. Hi Dolly, love your work. Thank you. So I'm just waiting for any Americans to get back with the Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp if it's, because people are checking if it's gone down, because that's what's been reported. Because we know a lot's going down. Like I just said, Golden State Times going on about Obama, because it'll be Obama and Hillary and drug trafficking, bringing down the drug cartels.
And supported us. So on behalf of all of us,
Facebook is working for me, not Twitter. Okay, just checking. Thanks.
has been purchased, a lot of equipment is being purchased as we speak. We have tremendous things going in terms of technology. We have tremendous amounts of technology going to the ports of entry, where a lot of the drugs come in, but I think it's highly overrated. I think much of the drugs, the big loads of drugs, and certainly the human traffickers go not through the ports of entry. They
Human
go through
traffickers.
those areas where they don't have walls. These folks know that better than anybody. When the press talks about ports of entry, sure, things go through ports of entry, but we're going to have that very well sealed up with this equipment. The equipment's incredible what it does. It's expensive, but it's pretty amazing stuff, and that's going in literally as we speak. But we have a lot of we've got to get the wall up, otherwise it all doesn't work.
So that was on Donald Trump's urgent press briefing. I haven't watched all of it, but the bit about technology interests me because it's sort of what I'm sort of just going to touch on in a minute. But like I said, I was coming on just to say thank you for the people who came over and supported from my side to Roxanne the Globalist and I's channel, and sub to her as well. Some of you subbed, so if you haven't been over, check it, and you know, if you resonate, sub. And I know that I got some subs from there as well, so that's really nice to anyone who's new, because you probably will see us again, like I said, collaborating and talking about different things that need to be brought up that some people just aren't touching on, but we will touch on it. And that probably is a bit to do with Q and other chats about different things, because there's lots of things in that thing to talk about, and the things that you need to know that some people don't want to know, but you need to know, dark to light people. What else was there? Oh yeah, because people have been shouting out, do you know about, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Tartaria, the mud floods, is that how you say it? I was thinking, oh, what's that? And then when I've gone and looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, well, I didn't know that's what it was called, but it sort of reminds me of Atlantis and that sort of thing. You know, that sort of thing. And I saw someone, I'll have to find the channel again because I don't know it off the top of my head, someone talking about Facebook down here at the moment. Thank you. They said Facebook, Instagram, and what's that, maybe down in the US, because we know stuff's going on. And it sort of reminded me of Atlantis, energy, the pyramids, energy weapons, Hitler, all that stuff that's beginning to connect up, all that. And I'm going to do a chat on this myself, because that's sort of connecting the dots now with ancient civilization, how they've tried to make out we come from this, and actually we've come from a very tech civilization, I think, that had buildings and things that they've tried to make out we built or they built when we didn't. They actually built it before, if anyone gets what I'm saying. And the biggest thing that was on one of the channels was they mentioned Tesla, because I do believe Tesla's tower was like a modern version back then of a pyramid, holding a frequency, holding energy that sort of a bit like good vibrations that held the earth, animals, plants, us in a frequency that kept us all working properly and sort of in love, if you get what I'm saying, in that frequency. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mix things up, and I don't know how to say your channel. Is it Michael Elohim? Are we saying? I think Kurt W. You need to go and check his channel out, because I am going to shout you out again because it's on the bottom of my list. Found you. You're talking about certain stuff that I'm into as well, and this is lights to go in the new. I was seeing orbs yesterday. This is where I think it's good that people are connecting, you know, and with the help of Sleeping Warrior the other day. Sleeping Warrior the other day, helping me with my PC because I'm really rubbish and don't know how to work it properly. I might be able to do collaborations with other people, because people seem to be on the same sort of wavelength, even if we're not exactly on the same thing. Like Michael in here with, I was watching a few of your videos before. I can't remember what you called it. Was it let me just find it, plasma event or the event or I can't remember what you named it, the end of the world, which I've been talking with Crystalline DNA. I think you have. That's why I put my hand up before on camera and filmed it before, and people are probably wondering what I'm going on about. But all these sort of like amazing things that are just going on at the minute. Just let me have a look. Dodgy lights. Yeah, right there you are.
Because I don't really have those.
YouTube channel names crack me up. I know. Got some good ones though. Just let me nip over to your channel. Think I was watching. Yeah, you've got the plasma and cleansing of the earth and your thoughts on it. So if anyone's into a lot of the stuff I've been talking about, please go over and check this lovely man's channel out and sub, because we need to raise his subs up to this channel. MICHA-EL Kurt W, is it? I think. Have a look. Yeah. Open it up properly. I'm really bad at writing stuff underneath. I'm going to have to start doing it. I like your little thoughts on the elves. I know you'll know what I'm talking about, don't know if anyone else will. It makes me think, well, we, Elohim, El. I know you watch Daydreamers, so do I. Came across him about 18 months ago when I was looking into all this sort of stuff. But I got sent through it through Q, so everyone's on a different path, but it's all beginning to come together. Also, I think I was watching one of yours about, you've got the mandala, which is brilliant. The Great Dragon, which, what was the other one you were talking about? Oh, could this be the end? Exciting times ahead. I loved it because I don't think you'll mind me playing a little bit. But
So you need to pay $333 US
not
or
like
400 to attempt to try and see is not real. I've seen it first class with my own eyes, and I've explained in other videos. Many years I've been explaining this. Could we also be the survivors of the last catastrophe? That's why I have all these films showing all these end of the world scenarios where things are getting sucked up into the sky. Stuff like this is the end.
so. Check his channel out because hi Dolly, hope you're okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Got a lovely way about you. Thank you. Because hi Sleeping Warrior, because that you were talking about resonates with me, because I've touched on stuff like that maybe in a different way, and I do talk about films. They put it in films. It's like the law of one. They put it in films. They have to put it out there. They have to tell the truth, but they do it backwards. So more like what you see on TV is lies, but what you see in films is the truth. But you don't think it is because you think it's a fantasy or this, that, and the other. So I will be watching more of your channel, and I'd like people to go over there. And if you resonate, please subscribe. I will put it in the description box after when I come off here, because I'm really rubbish at putting that up. I'll put who I've been talking about today. So for Sleeping Warrior helping me out with my PC yesterday, please check Sleeping Warrior's channel out as well, and Roxanne, the Sleeping Denier. Sleeping Warrior's channel out, Roxanne, the Globalist Denier, because obviously I was on that yesterday and people have swapped over and subbed and stuff, and it's brilliant. This picture is what I'll be showing on Friday in Follow Your Art, because I like doing a bit of art stuff and I've not done some for a bit, because obviously I'm always busy looking at stuff and doing other stuff. But yeah, the anyone experience a sudden difference impression near one ear, and I think people experience a lot of things, because that thing about the channel I was watching about I'm sure I'm butchering this, Tateria, about energies and what's it called, the energy of Earth, the Schumann resonance. There's lots of things going on, and when you look into actual the channel I was watching before about certain things that were used in World War II and that we think we didn't have, and we have weaponized weapons now, like energy weapons. We had them way back. Times of Atlantis, whatever, we had them. And it's a bit like Wi-Fi, G5, it affects us, our bodies. That's why Trump was shouting out 6G. I think we'd have something to override it, but there's all this stuff they use on us, weaponized things, that people think is technology that's come with us. It didn't. I believe it was here way back. I believe that's why Atlantis fell, or the mud, what do they call it? The mud, the mud flood times at Tataria, whatever you want to call it, sounds a bit familiar to Atlantis to me. We fell from technology. We sort of forgot and things got covered up and we got deceived and we've got told certain buildings, certain things in the past that, you know, like, oh, these ancient monuments and certain things, you know, buildings that, oh yeah, or certain ones that look modernish today and oh yeah, we built them and that. When you look into it, some of them are underground and I believe they were from way back, but they're trying to pass them off that, you know, like secret societies built them and this, that and the other, and if anyone gets what I'm talking about, and I don't believe it. They've hidden a lot of stuff up. I can't remember whose channel I was watching before, but we'll have to give it a shout out because it totally made sense of how they deceive with like bones and things found around the world. Certain things you're thinking, where did they get that from? You know, it does go back to that ancient civilization thing, which is on the Q map. Like I said, I've got a new one because I need to frame this. You know, right at the top, because this, going from the bottom, shows you who's at the top of it all and how it's all got in. And it says, some people say, I said this to a friend who went, oh, look what it says at the top. Look what it says at the top. Technology and spirituality. They don't go with each other, do they not? Well, I think spirituality, I think they got technology from certain places of certain things that we can't see. That's what I believe. And Ra's up there, Pyramids of Giza, the obelisks, I can never say it, power conducting points. Church spires have power conducting points. Most buildings that have points like that are on ley lines, the Earth's grid for energy. So all this energy stuff is proper, making sense more now. All this sort of stuff, it's just all coming together and starting to join the dots. If anyone gets what I'm saying, because I really don't think I'm explaining this properly. Hi, but I'll do it for another time because I really just did want to come out and just say thanks for the people that went over yesterday. And then, yeah, the light, energy. And then I get this book, this magazine I should say, because I don't buy the normal magazines, even though these can have some cacking sometimes, but I don't buy the normal magazines of like, hi, you know, oh, celebrities and all that. I like to buy these ones. I open the first page because I've not read it yet, just not at the beginning, just random. What's it say? Good vibrations. Let's listen to this because it's all to do with vibrations, frequencies and sound. They affect us. So, hi. So it says, silence may be golden, but sound can move you emotionally and physically. Yes, it can. That's why Hollywood have got these khaki singers out there pumping music out that affects you and it's not for the good. They knew that Michael Jackson had beautiful music and it moved people because 432 hertz or whatever, they've been changing it. It's very slight. It is interesting times. It is interesting times. Very interesting. Greatest time to be alive. Howdy. Sound can move you emotionally and physically, which is why the use of music and vibration to promote health and well-being dates back thousands of years. Is that all connecting again, is it? Thousands of years. Music and vibration promote health and well-being. So that means we've got the technology. We can make people ill. I mean, I know this. Through music and vibration. It helps people. Pre-flood, all part of the big secret. Of course it is. Thank you. Yes, it is. And it all connects up with everything. You know, everything that I've been looking at since Q, obviously, I know we're all on a different path, but it's all the same, and we all wake up at different times. Hi, and people are saying to me, oh, we knew this ages ago. Yeah, well, some of us need to do our own thing. We can't be told off people. We've got to come on to it. But I still think it's important because people are saying go within, and that's all good and well, but we actually need to help the masses wake up, you know, because everything's connected. And it just says on here, why is sound so potentially able to affect the way people feel? One reason may be the body is compromised. Well, haven't we all been compromised with our body? Doesn't that make sense with stuff I've been talking about? And listen to this one. I've not read this yet. Compromised in the main of water, which is an able conductor of the waves from which sound is formed. Well, and oh my God, I've talked about Dr. Emoto and I've done the experiments in here. I've not read this, so I'll just read a bit further down because there it goes again, which I was talking about 18 months ago or whatever it was. A return of this century, controversial Japanese researcher Dr. Emoto even claimed sounds and the emotions that went with them. Well, I also saw a video today on the mud floods and Tataria, if that's how I'm saying it right, the way that land was, and it was Russia before it was Russia, and Putin seeing the map, and Putin and Trump, and I'm like, oh my god, Q, and the map of Tataria, what I don't even know if I'm saying that wrong, I will jump in chat in a minute, was in the shape of a snowflake, Dr. Emoto, so we know all this. I've been talking about it, and it's all like joining up, joining the dots. Water, yes, we've been compromised because what you're drinking, people, I drink distilled now because you'll find there's lots of rubbish in your fluoride water, and it also calcifies your pineal gland, which is very important, people. Hi. A world without music is like, exactly. You're blushing for the shout out. No, you deserve to have people coming over. So please check Michael Kurt W, as in Mike, I can't say Michael L. Is that like Elohim? The elves. I think we're the elves. We're very magical. We're very powerful. And like I've said, we will be touching on this again. They knew that. That's why they kept it for themselves. All the secrets and the energy weapons and this, that and the other. And they tried to cover all the time before up and make it, I don't know how to explain this, make it like we've only just come into technology. No, we didn't. No, we haven't. It feels like it, but we haven't. It was way back then, but we fell because we forgot, I don't know, we warred, whatever, you know, but it's just making sense. Making sense. Everything I've spoke about on my channel from when I've been talking about Q and stuff I was talking about that sounded mad at the time is all making sense. And the biggest thing I've been shouting out is Tesla. Well, Tesla, energy, light, frequency and sound, 369, the stuff he knew about, which was connected to Maria Orkic, which I keep saying was connected to Hitler, and it's all on the map and it's all just making sense. I'm just having another look. You know, and at the top is Atlantis. There it is. Atlantis at the top. Hyperborea. Hyperborea's at the top. Atlantis, Lemuria, and Amu, and the Sumerians and the Sphinx. So it's all that stuff that I love that a lot of people talk about. That's there, which I sort of see. I see Atlantis. Is anyone with me with this? I see Atlantis a bit like I can't say this. Terraria. I've said that wrong, Anna. Tartaria. I can't even say it now. Because I'm looking at them like, oh my god. But you know what I'm talking about. Just seems it's the same thing. Very exciting. Tartaria? No, Tartaria. I think you say Tartaria. I think Tartaria. Tartaria. If you haven't gone and looked at it, actually, I'll shout some channels out that I was watching before. I'll have to go through it when you try it. So, Scouser comes out. What? What do you mean? Tartaria. Is it Tartaria? Tartaria. I make up words, Dolly. Yeah, well, let me have a look. Yeah, that's the correct pronunciation. Tartaria, is that it? Tartaria Jedi? Yeah, Tartaria. We're a bit dyslexic, so just let me. So if anyone gets what I'm talking about, is that like Atlantis, the time before, you know, the land before, the way it was always meant to be, and then we fell, and then they took over, and then they hid in everything, tried to hide everything, destroyed bits and bobs, so they were trying to make it into something else. I mean, that sort of goes into the globe thing with me, how they tried to say we came from apes, because I don't think we did, people, did we really? There's another one. Definitely on flat earth, though I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's what they say it is. So let me just... Oh! Gary Gary, I think it's called Gary Topper's channel, Noah's Old World Order versus the New World Order.
The term apocalypse, they usually think in times
Tartaria, thank you, Tartaria.
full-blown war, like the predicted programming.
Predictive
2012.
programming.
It actually means the revealing or the unveiling. Bible says end times, man will travel to and fro, and so will information. I think we're clearly
Because like I said, I'm not religious, but there's bits in the Bible.
there. They have to give it to us. It's some kind of esoteric metaphysical law.
Laura
They
1.
have to give us the chance.
We've been given the chance.
And it's at your fingertips, all of it.
We've been given the chance. Now, where Q comes in with me, with this, is Q has come along to give us the breadcrumbs because it's all connected to all this. Some people don't think it is. They only see the politics. It's nothing to really do with that. That's just the outside bit of it. The inside, behind that curtain, is... There's bits and truth. Yeah, there is. It is in religion. Is
Da Vinci says 3 kinds
they have to let us do it ourselves. They have to give us little bits. Just listen to that again.
of people. Clearly there. They have to give it to us. It's some kind of esoteric metaphysical law. They have to give us the chance to see.
They have to give us the chance to see so we can wake up, because they have said, I said this ages ago, if anyone in my channel remembers, someone did a cartoon of the Illuminati, the elites, whatever you want it was, and they were, thank you, Mary, is it Mary? Of a normal person with a chessboard on the back, as we know, it's a big game and all that for some. And they said the way you can end all this is if you say enough is enough. That's why people need to wake up, and that's why people need to see. So all these people who are saying go in yourself, yes, fair enough, but there's lots that aren't awake, and it needs us all to get together in unity, because it's we the people that are going to do it. We are here to save ourselves. No one else is, no matter what you believe in out there, different realms, whatever. We've been given the chance. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We, the people, are going to do it all over the world. It is not for America, not for the UK. It's everywhere. Trump's doing a speech today. He was coming with something. They were having a vote on something. Also, it's a Brexit vote today as well. Coincidence again, same day. Remember, it's Mad March, people. If anyone gets what I'm saying. So it's us. We're not really bothered about that, your opinion, Anon, because you know mine, so that's just trying to trigger me. Because there's people who say go within, that's fair enough, but like what that guy just said, we're given the chance, and some people aren't awake to it. So all these that I say, they've been awake to it for ages, that's fanfare, and that's brilliant. But there's a lot of people out there who need to wake up to stop it, to bring everything back to unity, peace and love. So that's where I stand with it.
It's at your fingertips, all of it.
Thank you.
Da Vinci says 3 kinds of people. Those who see, those who see when shown, those who don't see.
He's not a troll, he's a friend, but he just doesn't believe in that side of it.
There's a 4th kind, and that's everywhere. For those, the world is enough. Endless distractions, sports, Hulu, Netflix. Endless video games. It's all
alright.
there for the seeking, for the finding. That's the mission. Find the keys. Open the door. Walk out. Creator set us up in a system. It's a test.
See, they know all about this. We know it's a test. We know it's a matrix, whatever people want to call it. This, that, and the other. We've had blinkers on. My friend in there, you know, it's all go within. Yes, we know that. I know that. A lot of people know that, but I do believe there's another thing with spirituality and the physical side of it. It needs physical stuff being done. You know what I mean? Because it's for, we're helping the other ones wake up, beginning to wake up. Yeah, they're beginning to wake up. Yeah, these elites get the tech from the, yes, and because they've had it, it's that thing of high 50, it's that thing of also, yeah, and we know what drugs they're on as well, adrenochrome. Yeah, that's why Trump's been just talking about drug cartels and getting the drug people and traffickers and human traffickers he was talking about as well. Is I've always said the elites, the secret societies, whatever, they got the knowledge, they kept it, they hidden it, they've brushed things under the carpet, they've, yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute, they've you know, tried to hide certain stuff. They do put stuff out there for us to pick up, a bit like Q is, because I see Q's the same thing, little breadcrumbs, and they do, like I said, TV's lies, but when you look in films show the truth. I said this about the Dark Crystal, and it was mentioned in the Cube book, which I was flabbergasted because I was like, I've just been talking about it. The Dark Tower, it's in there. The Tesla energy is in that film as well. The Dark Tower, you got the Dark Crystal. So all that thing about Tartaria, I've probably said that wrong again. And the channel I just watched about the energy weapons and all that, they're here today. We had them way back, but they've tried to make out we've only just come into technology, like I said, and we haven't. Elves, yeah, the electric, yeah, there was something else you said today, I can't think what it was. I love Jay Dreamers when he talks about the Elohim and the elves, and love that channel. Something else she said today I was laughing at because I was like, yes, because they put it in, yeah, electrical, they put it in words and films and stuff, and people are not aware of it. And this is why I said this is why other people on different channels are here. And I also want to talk about unity, because getting a few trolls off other channels that are trying to break unity up, think there's something nefarious going on with who I'm talking to at the minute, and all this stuff, and it's absolutely ridiculous, because at the end of the day, just let me see if I've got it on here. People are getting mixed up with unity of institutions. We're not for unity of institutions and things like that. It's got to be the right people. Let me see if I took a picture of this or not. Yeah, just like what you've just said there, Fifth. People say, oh, I've been awake to all this. Everyone needs to wake up to find their inner peace when they unlock the truth, because you need to know the truth, and this is the stuff that's outside as well. Then you can unlock that door and go with him. But to me, you still need to know the truth. So when people say, no, it's all, you don't need to look at that, I believe you have to. Because you need to know the truth. You can't know where you're going if you don't know the truth. We are empowering people. We are. Thank you, Adam. Is it Meekin? Just let me see if I've got it. Let me see. I might not have got it. My frequency's always raised and on. It's never not been. Went on this today, Fifth. Unity, one people, one world, but it depends what world you're talking about, but look at the number. Yes, but you're not on the same thing, Anon. Unity gives courage. We people should always stand together, because unity not only gives us power, strength and courage, but it also is needed and very much important in our survival. Is that not true? So anyone who's coming in saying unity is not a good thing, you're for division, which is a bad thing, because that's what's splitting up and that's what's always done it. And I just think that's a really good thing to say about unity. There is more power in unity than division, which is very true. Talent perceives differences and genius unity. The essence of the beautiful is unity in variety, which I thought was nice just to read out, but I'm sure I had Because that other thing of going within, I do believe you have to go within, but you have to see the stuff going on. I mean, it's like Fifth on your channel, you see things physically out there on your channel. So you do need to see physical things going on without going on outside, so you can go within and unlock that door. But there's a lot of people, like I said the other day, we got hijacked. So people don't work properly. When people have had the food that they eat today, as we know, and it's everywhere and all this bad stuff, if your body's been hijacked, especially with what I've just read out about frequencies and sound, which I'll just read out again in case anyone's just come in and you didn't hear me say it. This is why stuff needs to be done on the outside to get truth out, to stop it. So then before we can go within and we can work the way we were always meant to, Atlantis times, whatever you want to call it, the way we were always meant to, till we got hijacked, is, yeah, all the processed crap, is, I agree with that drives me bonkers, people saying to go with, then what the hell do they think we've been doing all this time? Like I said, good vibrations. Silence may be golden, but sound can move you emotionally and physically, which is why they use the use of music and vibration to promote health and well-being date back to thousands of years. And like I was just saying, I've talked about Dr. Emoto, which I know someone in there said, I did fake this, that and the other, and it's like, it's been mentioned again. Most people will have experienced the thrill that comes with hearing a favourite song, the surge of excitement and the urge to crank up the volume, sing and dance. It's not uncommon to be moved back to tears by spine-chilling music, even if the lyrics are in a different language, because you can hear the frequency, or about something which they knew, and that's what they use on us. Something with which the listener has no connection. Music has the ability to change both mood and atmosphere, but so do other less musical sounds. Judging of machinery, the blare of a siren or raised voices, because that's like fear, that like we don't like that, can cause feelings of anxiety, stress and discomfort. Being in nature, or on the other hand, and turning into the, I think it says, warbling of bird song, the whisper of leaves and the wash of the tide is almost universally calming. Of course it is. That's a frequency we all should be on. And then it says again, be the water fifth. I don't know if you heard this bit, and this is where it goes in, rhythmic effect. This is what I've talked about. Why is sound potentially able to affect the way people feel? One reason may be the body is compromised. This is what I've just said. The body's been compromised, as I've been saying, through water. It says compromised, not just by water, people. Compromised in the main of water, which is able conductor of the waves from which sound is formed. At the turn of the century, controversial Japanese researcher Dr. Emoto even claimed sounds and the emotions that went with them could affect the structure of water crystals and that sort of story. So, sorry, but if we need to go within and do certain stuff and all this certain stuff we have to do, we have to know what's going on the outside, what we're putting inside, the food from the outside, what we're putting inside, because it's been compromised. Our water's been compromised. Our water has fluoride in, like I said before. So you're not going to work properly if we don't come to the truth, and then we can start sorting it all out, which is what's going on with Q and stuff, which some people don't believe. But you know, it's the same sort of thing as that guy said before in that video, of they have to give us little snippets of something, a bit like Q, but that's not the same thing. Would you hear what or none? Why, if you were in tune with your body, you would hear it? I do hear it. You never get what I'm saying. We have constant arguments about this. You're never on board with it. Your body was out of sync the other day and you didn't know why. Yeah. And it's like yesterday when I went on Roxanne's show, when I got off, that's when it's most sparkly at the most, and overhearing this, that and the other. People know what their body need and on, but if they're not getting the right stuff, because you eat fruit and stuff, but fruit's been compromised as well, you know the food's been compromised. We know what we need. You wouldn't be having certain stuff if you knew what your body really wanted. You wouldn't be, you know, using certain stuff, would you? If you know what your body needed. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, JP. That's what I was saying. Thank you to everyone who went in there. It's a bit hard to know what yes, it's learning what your body needs, but also the food has been compromised. So that's why I'm saying there's a difference with if it was back in the days, way back, we were resonating, we were all fine. Like I said, you research, you find everything was compromised. Yes, the herb is from Earth. I'm not talking about that, Callum. That's been compromised as well. Not talking about that, so I don't know why you just brought that up. There's a lot of things from Earth, but when the soil's bad and the spraying stuff, you're not having it exactly 100% pure, are you? Just saying, because you don't seem to get what I'm saying. Yeah, we are fifth. GMOs. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, that people don't know about. I mean, even if you're trying to make a healthy choice of eating something else that seems more healthy, which I still think's got in there, we're not talking about us that know, we're talking about other people who are so asleep. Like I say, the people who watch the TV, the people who are sat there eating McDonald's and having a, coffee or, what they call, what's that big coffee place in America? You know what I mean? Where we go one, we go all, we sure do. Yes, it is. But it's been hijacked. And your intuition hasn't always been right, as I know. Yeah, Starbucks, thank you. And that's why also, with what I've just said about music and that's why we know Hollywood pump out all this bad music, because just go away. Sick of you coming in trying to trigger me all the time. You know, you don't like, you know we argument about this all the time, so I don't know why you come in. No, it doesn't agree on certain stuff like that. It doesn't even agree on like me being on YouTube sort of things that, you know, he just thinks it's, we're talking to him after. I forgot what I was saying now. I think you have to see things. See, I'm not really bothered. I think you have to see things on the physical, because it's the physical and the spiritual that thing you can't see. Oh yeah, altered way of thinking. Yeah, he's still on New World Order. He thinks New World Order's coming in, so I'm not into all that. That's not even a good frequency anyway. Hollywood and all that. Yeah. Hollywood, the way they put the music out and the people they've got in today, it's bad music. Sexualizing kids and all that, and they're listening to music, they don't realise it's affecting them. OMS is very powerful, and that was in the Dark Crystal because of the tone and the frequency that comes out. But this is what I'm saying about all the stuff from before, you know, Atlantis and that. We had all that stuff. That's what we were. We were in frequency with the animals, the plants, the earth, other beings, us, whatever. And then did the what was it, Lyran Wars, whatever people say it is, we fell. We fell from, you know, technology, whatever, and then they're trying to make out, like I said, that this is all new technology when really it's not. We've had this technology since then, but they've slowly been bringing it in. New World Order is planned by the Fabians. It's like, yeah, but that's got stopped in its tracks because we've got Q. And if anyone's into it, where you know, you don't go and pick the top one out, the top of the pyramid, you go underneath for the minions, open it up, all the minions fall out, and this one falls out, because you've got to get rid of the minions first. And by the way, 250,000 people on QAnon, there's a QAnon map, and it shows you, QAnon pub map I think it's called, where you can go on and you can have a look, and it shows you more stuff. And guess how many people were looking at it live? Not everyone that's been on it, looking at it live today. 250,000 people at the time my dad went over and looked at it. So I was like, wow. Somebody that is supposed to be teaching was saying to stop looking outside. Did they? See, this is what I don't get, because I'm having, like, he's my friend, Callum, don't look outside. I think you have to look outside. I think, don't forget, all this infiltration, or whatever you call it, got into, it says, like, let me see, all the, new age, new age stuff, and all the new, and it's all down here, all the new age. Oh yeah, let's be hippy dippy. Yeah, the hippies knew. And then they brought drugs in and messed them up, because the drugs weren't like proper DMT or anything, were they? Were proper, not good, probably messing your brain up. So it's all like, oh yeah, let's go. Well, I think, yeah, you can look within, but you have to look without as well to know. And then you can go within. You can't just go within, because I believe stuff needs to be done in the physical, like action, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Because it has to be. Because like I've just said, if we've been hijacked, how the hell, you can't go within if we've been hijacked. That's why I believe there's a lot of people been doing this. There's a lot of people been going on about it, but it took a very, 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 very long time. And people are starting waking up, but otherwise they would have woke up way back. If we had the technology we had now, I mean we did, but now, we would have woke up years back, but we're going to wake up faster now because of people doing the physical. And that even means on YouTube or whatever, and talking and coming together and being out there and looking at certain stuff. And then you can put it all together inside, and it all makes sense. It's all connected. The physical, oi! Son on his game. The physical and the spiritual is connected. I think it is. Because all these people who say, like who's just come in, you've got to go within. Well, you had to see something first. You got your information from something from the outside first. Just because other people might be talking about it now. And I don't believe you can tell people, like people might be telling me, we're all on a journey and you've got to see it with your own eyes first. I can't just let people tell me, like people might be going, oh yeah, she's on to this, we were on it ages ago, I'm going to tell her this, I'm going to try and help her. Yeah, that's good, but you need to learn it yourself and see it yourself. Because that isn't, and research yourself, like Q says, because that isn't research yourself, that's just listening to someone, and you're not actually researching and seeing what you think yourself. Don't look outside as a narrative. So I'm not in with all of that. I mean, I'm in with it as in, yes, go within. You can do both. You can do both. I do both. But it's the discovery of the essence of learning. Exactly. You've got to see what's going on to learn what you don't want to learn. Enough is enough to, you just can't be told off someone, well, I did this ages ago and I'm trying to help, and don't look within, go and sit in a corner, meditate and do this. It's like, yeah, I love all that, but you need to learn. Because everything's going to have to go back to education. And even Roxanne said yesterday on the Globalist Night about the thinking of taking more of a holistic approach to education instead of what they do now. That's brilliant. That's the way it always should have been. Because holistic is massive, and that's the way we always were. So to me, the way it's ramping up now is because people all over Earth, in every country, because it's not just America, are doing this thing, the Q, the whatever. It's all truth seeking, and you have to see the physical to also know the spiritual, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, we are fifth, and that's about unity again. I've had people in here, trolls and everything, they don't believe in unity, they think it's nefarious, like because I was on Roxanne's show yesterday with because Sleeping Warrior was at my house, he was helping me with the computer. I think that's very nice. He's a really nice guy. If it's helping me grow my channel a little bit and learn a bit of tech, because I'm really rubbish at like computers, still call it computers and stuff. I don't know. I think my creativity could grow more like things fifth world does, and people putting stuff together. I'm not used to all that. I'm quite a traditional person. Like when I'm drawing, I don't like all this what's it called when you draw on a computer. I'm well not into that and will never do it, because I see traditional drawing as traditional, and I don't think it's good for your eyes on a computer drawing. And not knocking people who do it, I'm just really not into the, what's it called when you draw on a computer. But you know, she's coming together. It's got a big fish on the bottom of it. She's coming together. She's got a bit of glitter on. Yeah, it's a bit artificial, isn't it? And some people have said when they've started drawing on a computer, whatever you call it, I can't remember what the word is, they go back to trying to draw traditional and they're like, God, it's really weird. Yeah, like graphic, yeah, like that sort of stuff. I'm not saying it's people are bad who do it. I just don't fancy it. I like some of the traditional stuff, and there's something about it because you're using your hands and it's not on the computer, too much tech. Ego is the biggest threat to, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you love hugging trees, Callum. Don't we all? Yeah, traditional artist, yeah. You also said don't forget yourself on your channel. I've never forgot myself. Oh, good. I think I never got blown away today if I was hugging a tree. I'm hoping we have a nice weekend because the weather has just been a bit windy. I resonate with the music. Definitely the 80s and music. They were the days. They were the days. Because that was good music. And that goes back to Michael Jackson and all this stuff they're trying to pump out about him. And if you go on Jenny Hatch at the minute, she's got a brilliant new video on the music's Beat It. Beat it, down and down and down and down and down and down. And it's brilliant. You want to go and follow Jenny Hatch because it's all about Obama at the minute, people. Obama. March in like a lion, out like a lamb. Yeah. Because I'm not being funny. If physical things aren't happening on the physical, it's not going to happen on the inside either. They both work together. Yeah, the Neverland is it's just to put blame on that because it's trying to hide from the elites, but it's all going to come out dark to light, as we know. The music today is terrible. It is because it's that frequency they're trying to pump out and it gets into kids' brains. That's how it all works. It's a frequency. Like I said, the Tataria, is it? Tataria, I can't even, I've gone off it again. They used energy weapons to kill people, mind control, to do all sorts of things, a bit like 5G, but that's why Trump said 6G. There were humans who lived over. Yeah, I do believe we were meant to live longer, but we got hijacked with certain frequencies, food, and everything. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't go within, you'll go without. Yeah. Yeah. I think it works both ways. It's balanced, basically. Everything's balanced. So you have to see some things on the outside to go with inside. You'll see things on the inside and you'll come. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of a balance to me. You will go either way. Crystalline DNA transformation. Yeah. And I know Fifth saw my hand thing before because it went on the front. It seems to be when I'm talking about stuff, when I'm like yesterday, I was like, yeah, and I went to bed and I was like, oh, it's really like moving on the front now and stuff. A young person showed me a newish band that he likes today. They were good. They're called Hurts. Well, I believe there'll be a lot of new music coming out in the end. Even Trump said that before Christmas. He was bringing good music back, like country music and stuff like that, because we need it. We need that good music with the right hurts put in, because like I said, they've known this all the time, how it affects us, because like I just read that thing out about water. We're made up of so much % of water, so obviously, yes, it does affect us, you know, and all that sort of stuff. Fifth, how's your, we were just saying before, It's Wonderful Life, apparently they were saying, reporting that America's Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp were down. I don't know what yours has been like. I would rather live a truthful life than a life of falseness in a bubble narrative we have been told. Exactly. And some people really don't want to, they'd probably go off and meditate because they really don't want to know about the evil stuff. But it's like, well, you need to know. You need to know, because that's what stops it. When you know, these secrets, or secret societies or whatever, can't do the secrets anymore. And a lot of the secrets are what we should know anyway, but the bad stuff anymore, because we all know. So we all know what's going on. So they can't work. And it's like that channel said before, they do give us little bits to sort of tell us, you know, you can do this, you could end it all, but if you're just going to sit back and take no notice, not be physical, and I don't mean violent, don't mean that. It'll carry on. If you're complacent, you know, like you watch films and think, oh, it's not real. It's like the thing on Facebook when people used to take you know, like kids will film other kids having a fight at school and they're all laughing at it because they think it's funny, like some girl's just got her head kicked in off some other girl. It's awful. So they all put it around Facebook. So everyone goes on Facebook laughing at it, or not laughing at it, but sharing it. You're complicit with that pain of that child. And then what happens is, because all that sort of stuff goes round, like it has been doing, that sort of stuff, you're complicit with that girl getting hurt even though you didn't do it, because you're sharing it. Some of you may think it's funny, some of you are just sharing it like, look, but you're complicit, and then the kids just think it's normal. So let's just see someone having a fight and let's not do anything about it. That's what they do. If anyone gets what I'm saying, I don't even know if I explained that properly. All this stuff they put out there, like, yeah, it's all right to dress your kids in next to nothing when they're only little and sexualise them. No, it's not. Oh, it's normal. No, it's not normal. Oh, it's normal for kids to be fighting like that and girls being like that and this, that and the other and doing this to animals. No, it's not normal. They were trying to normalise it. It's not normal. But when you're sharing it all and all this, and it's like you're complicit and you're saying it's all right, so they carry on doing what they're doing because it's like you're saying it's all right. I'm not interested. Some people can't handle knowing the evil coming out, but we must find the strength to fight against it. Exactly. And it is that physical strength as well. And I don't mean fighting, I mean speaking out, showing people, telling people. Xbox, Instagram and Facebook down after Q post about LifeLog, Facebook. Yeah, Q dropped, said they were going down, and in America, Xbox, Instagram, Facebook are down after the Q post. Thank you. I was asking people at the beginning. It might come over here, I don't know. But they'll have something in place. They said if anything goes down, they will have something in place because they know. So don't worry about it. I think I lost that little sparkle I had. I'm nervous. Oh, what are you nervous for? Be right back. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if anyone gets what I'm saying. And if Callum's listening, I'm not letting you in because I'm not arguing with you on the phone and arguing on here as well. You're not into what I talk about, so I don't know why you come on. You know, we need more physical stuff and people talking about stuff. That's what I mean in the physical, talking about stuff and sharing things and stuff like that, because that's how people wake up. People aren't going to wake up if you just go and sit in a corner. They're not waking up. I mean, you have done, but to get the bigger masses, you have to talk about it for people to know. Extra sparkles sent to JP. Our sparkly. He's doing it again now, sparkly. But I don't know if anyone gets what I'm talking about. I thought it should be getting more. How do I get more knowledge, more awakening? Thank you. It's like when I've said on here, you know, you don't have to believe about Q. Like, you can go over, like Dave said, and you can read the Q post, and then you'll start realising when he posts, you'll see what's going on outside as well of those posts that's going on. Yeah, and some people think, like it was in here before, that Q's just another part of that side and it's all bad and they're still part of the New World Order. It's like flipping it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm thinking of that, Michael. I'm just getting used to doing it, sort of thing, but I think it's something I'd like to do because my dad's actually got puts paintings up in a gallery thing that he's in, and I should just send him there and see what people think. They has our current technology over 50 years ago. If you knew that they have to date. Well, yeah, I think they've had our technology way before that. That's why Trump said about the guy who has cystic fibrosis, and he said, "I'll see you in 10 years when they give him 6 months to live," because we've got the technology. Like Trump said, he was saying today, we've got new technology. Of course, we've got the technology, and it isn't new. Hi, Rachel, it isn't new. We've had it for a very long time, and the reason they didn't want to give it us is because they want us to be ill with the foods they eat, that they make the food like that, this, that, and the other, to dumb you down, to kill you off early, because I believe we're meant to live longer, to get you on big pharma and kill you off that way. Depopulation, Georgia Guidestones, people. I believe that our body's frequency is changing. It comes in waves. It did. Yeah, it does. And there's a lot of people going up and down at the minute because there's different frequencies coming in. They're trying to reset, because even this thing about the apocalypse, it's not the apocalypse. It's a resetting, a rebirth. It happens every so many thousands of years, I believe. That's what I believe. We're being reset. You've got to try and get in a higher frequency. But I believe we're all going to go there anyway. Really bad people, don't know. But yeah, divide and conquer. But bye, thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks for coming in. And it's being reset. This is why they're going on about the Tesla Tower, keeps going on about that. The one that was found in Moscow. It's going back to the frequency it was meant to be in, what we were supposed to resonate off, what the earth is supposed to resonate off. And that's when I go back to that's what I believe the pyramids were. They were ancient Tesla towers. They were all over the earth. They weren't just eaten in Egypt. They're in the UK. They are everywhere. They were power conductors. Free energy, free Wi-Fi, free energy to the people, putting everyone on a great frequency. That's what I believe it was. It's matching up with everything. Yeah, I think they will stay in their bad world, because whatever. Also, what I've noticed on the news, just on going down my phone, which made me laugh today, is 3 papers or wherever are all talking about JFK Jr. as in something about a wedding dress here. Oh, why are they talking about the Kennedys? Another one, they're talking about who shot JFK. Really? Someone talking about it there. Then we've got, what was the other one? There was 3 that I saw today. The Kennedy Who Changed the World review. I'm like, talking a lot about the Kennedy family lately, aren't they? Is that because they know something's going to come out? I 100% believe that they've been stealing our energy and that they have had a free energy. Yeah. Doing it again. Was the lights. Nicking me energy now. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do is exactly, Dad. The only thing necessary for triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. And that's what I'm saying about the physical stuff as well, because at the end of the day, I'm 100% on that. We had the energy, they stole it to use against the people. So it was only used for the elite select families or whatever to keep us all dumbed down, kill us off and stuff like that. It was meant for everybody. It was meant for everybody. And we're getting it back. We've got it back. Listen to Trump in his speeches. He's talking about new technology, energies and stuff like that. Free energy, because it was free. It was our energy. What we're all connected to. That's what the pyramids were for. The pyramids were not what they said the pyramids were for. That's how they lied to us in history. That's why history is a lie. We need to be re-educated. Looking at all the stuff I've been talking about last year, and now it's all making sense. I know this has all made sense to a lot of people before, but you've got to let people go on their path. But then there's people who want to talk about. Some people got stuck. Want to sit there and be in the dark, and it's like, well, you can stay there. This needs to come out, and it is coming out. And people are putting it all together to realise that history is a lie, and we need to see why things were covered up, because it's all going to go back to this and free energy and all the things we've talked about. And that is part of Q as well. It's part of a lot of people on this channel who've got channels that are talking about the same thing, because we're all resonating, because we're all on the same thing, because it's what we were meant to come to the conclusion with at the end of it. Else we fall again like Atlantis. This time we ain't falling. That technology isn't falling. When people say tech's bad, it's not bad. It just needs to be in balance. We are not falling like they did. We were getting there. We did a bit. We did fall a bit. Well, we did fall a bit, but not to that extent, I believe. No, this time we're doing it. We, the people, are doing it. The 3 suns lining up. And don't you think that was funny, if the 3 suns, the dark crystal, the 3 suns were lining up, that's what it said. And the dark crystal was put in the Q book, which I was, like I said, flabbergasted and like, oh my God, that's what I've been talking about. And the first film they mention is the dark crystal. I'm like, boom. I've been having dreams of 3 suns. I can't remember what I've been dreaming about. I've got my book, but so let me just see if I've got any pictures. So I don't know if anyone gets what I'm talking about. It's a bit of a ramble because it's not put together. Too many people of the world are not waking up. No going back now. Exactly. are now waking up, sorry, yeah. And like I said, live today at some point, my dad said there was 250,000 people looking live at the Q map. That was just looking today at a certain point. So we know when Obama, because big things, Obama's being mentioned everywhere at the minute. Q did say about things going down like Insta and all that, which it is doing. I think I had a few things on, I don't know if it was JFK or something. Maybe I didn't. Maybe not. I mean, this is, yeah, QMap.pub, go and look at that. March the 12th, 2019, yesterday. I mean, you only have to listen to this Q drop. The unsealing of the first several indictments will bring about unity, there's that word again, and change. Change that we can believe in, returning, in capitals, power to the people is in capitals, returning the rule of law to our land, and that's everywhere as well. We stand together as patriots, and as is dotted, underlined Q. Colton is just taking well-earned union break where we go one, we go all, even the off clock. Yeah, and it's TikTok time, so I'm loving the Q book. I'm glad you are. So I don't even know if I've covered everything I was gonna say, but I'll probably oh, here we go. Talking about water. Listen to this. This makes me laugh. We've had this before. We are carrying out essential work in our area of our water mains later this evening, and this may cause poor pressure or no water. All right. We're sorry for the disruption. That's just come in now. Water. Right. I better get the water machine on just in case. I don't think it's gone off yet. It's a coincidence. So, I don't know if any of that made sense, but like I said, if you haven't checked Roxanne the Globalist Denier out, please go and check her channel out. I was on it yesterday. If it resonates, sub, and anyone new who's come over from there or wherever, hello. I do lots of random things on here as well. Also, like I said, with the help of people I'm getting to know, I should be able to bring new things in the future when I'm learning to do stuff, you know, which is good, and that's what we should do, teamwork. There was the channel I just shouted out, which I'll shout again. Cross Hatch, you always come in when we're going water smart meters. Let me just find it again, because I'll probably say it wrong. This lovely man's channel. If you're into all this sort of stuff, please go and check it out. And go and sub if you resonate. Because like I said, I'm not telling you to go and do it. I'm saying if it resonates, sub. Because everybody needs support, you know, to grow people's channels. Because especially to talk about the same thing and it's truth, we need to sub to each other. Sleeping Warrior as well, you can go and check his channel out and sub. And anyone there shouting out, you can go and see and stuff like that. Hello, Dilly, all in the room. I know I'm going now. I wasn't coming on for a long chat. But basically, Connect the Dots is all connecting of everything I was talking about last year anyway. Maybe a bit muddled up and a bit different, but it's all beginning to connect. Let the healing of the nations begin. Yes, well said, Fifth World, because it's not, like I said, it's not just America. It's not just, you know, it's not just America, it's worldwide. And it's getting quite exciting, people. So, you know, but yeah, that was the picture. And you know, when say it resonates and you should be in a high frequency, I'm always in a high frequency talking about this because I do believe in it, and I don't believe it's a bad thing. So I shall most likely see you on Thursday. I'll be doing a bit of an arty chat. I might do a bit of a half arty chat, and then I might come on after, because I'm sure Q will probably be dropping a lot, because I think there's big things going down at the minute. So, well, there's been big things going down anyway. Says the world is not what you think it is or being told. No, it's like that song, isn't it? The world is not what you think it is. It is not what you think it is. That's why everyone calls it an illusion, the Matrix, this, that, and the other, because it isn't. You know, even if the physical is real, it's not real of how they portray it. Their concept of certain stuff is not real. What we see with our eyes, it doesn't mean it's not necessarily real. It's that they have, like I said, with the mud floods and that, certain buildings are saying, oh yeah, we built these there, this, that, and the other. And then you're finding out they go deeper down and they were from way, way, way back, but they're trying to make out they weren't. So it's all lies in that way as well. Oh, there's other lies behind lies, but you know what I mean? Connecting the dots. But like I said, everyone's got to see themselves, because I believe it's all about trying to help people. Like I talk about stuff, but you have got to do the research yourself so you can see what you think, and it's not just someone telling you, you know? So, yeah, so thank you. So you've all been fantastic in chat, and I shall see you on, well, there might be a coffee chat tomorrow in the day, but I'll see you on Friday. I feel like the rest of the world is so close in spirit, like never before. Close in spirit, yeah. Well, I do believe it's part of the veil being lifted as well as the spirit side of things, because funnily enough, yesterday on, and the 17 thumbs up, yesterday on Roxanne's channel, we were filming it, and a few times we had to just fiddle around with something, and she had, the first time I saw, I was like, oh my god, kept saying Sleeping Warrior, look, and he was like, what? Went? She's got orbs flying past, and she just mentioned about a mum, and orbs were flying past, and I was going, look, and he was like, what? I went, look, she's got orbs flying past. I was like, oh my god, she's got orbs. So, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Benice. Yeah, it was a really good chat, and hopefully me and Roxanne will be doing it again, you know, because there's things that me and Roxanne can talk about, because we're both into Q, and, you know, I'm on the flat earth thing now, and like I said, I don't know what shape it's about or whatever, I just don't believe in what they say it is. And I think it's good to talk, and it is good to talk, and it's good to see two people talking as well, because we're on the same wavelength with that. I see your sparkle on your hand today. Did you see it today? Yeah, last night when I got off resonating, it was really sparkly. It's doing it now, but it's better after, and it's coming on here, and I was like, oh my god, like, ah. So I just threw it up there for people to see, even though some won't know what it is or believe what we think it might be. Thank you, Dolly, and everyone here. Help create the new light being flipped up bright high. Yes, thank you, Tree Hugger Dave. That's what I believe. You know, it's not bad doing things in the physical. You know, everyone's going, oh, you know, go within and don't look at it. I think we've got to do both. There's people there doing that, and there's people there doing this. So it's both together. Yeah. So we've had tons of orbs, even the dogs notice. Ah. So to make us create. That's a chat I'll be doing about Fifth World, about creating. We are creators, we are supposed to create, and I've said this a million times because I'll be talking about it on Friday, taking us away from creating music, creating art. It's where we get our, like on the channel I shouted out by Mike L, Kurt W, he was talking about little L's. You won't get, some of you will get what I'm saying, some of you might not, but you go over to his channel, how they give us, what thoughts come in to give us to create. We're supposed to be creating, we get all this information, we're supposed to be creating, that's what we're meant to do, but they don't want us creating good music, creating art, playing, doing them things that we should be doing. We were here to do, really, because it holds that frequency. The stuff you love doing, creating, it doesn't matter what it is, music, whatever, it doesn't mean you have to be a painter, but that sort of creative side could be creating content on YouTube, and that's what, hi Paul on the plane, that's why I say, even, I said to someone today, I said, oh, don't forget yourself if you're on YouTube and your channel gets bigger. It's like, it's not about that, it's about talking to people and helping, and it's another creative thing. It's still creative, you can get quite creative with it, editing and stuff, and in a good way. You know, some people do it to deceive, but I'm talking about in a good way. It's creating. We were meant to create. We were meant to create. And that's why they only let certain people get to the top of big creation things, of getting big money, like in Hollywood, because they get those people in, and then they do stuff, and then they use it to their advantage, and then they do it, get in the music industry, and then they pump in the wrong hurts out, if you get what I'm saying. So we are meant to create. That's what we're meant to do. So for someone telling me, oh, don't forget, you said, oh, you shouldn't be letting, it's like, no, this is creating. If I can learn how to do some stuff, I'm quite creatively minded, so I'm hoping that when I get to learn it properly, I should be able to do creative things for you on here, hopefully. Use anti-flammatories to... Wow, what's up? No imagination is their way. Exactly, no imagination is the way. I've pumped on about this all the time. Your imagination is the most powerful thing ever, and that's what they've been taking away from us for years, and the children, because the children are the most curious, pure, creative, imaginative beings when they come into this world, and that's why they're trying to take their essence, like in the Dark Crystal. That's why they do it. Dumbing you down like zombies, people. Pineal gland, yes, so distilled water. So I better go and check if my water's working. So, I mean, it's hard to be on no chemicals because everything's got bloody something in it, but I believe in the new world, we're going back to it, people. If we're constantly distracted and confused and kept with problems, then we cannot create. Exactly, fifth. And that's why I believe you sort of need to go on a bit of a journey, look at what's what, and then figure it out, and then, you know. I mean, all this, even the badness has brought me to this. So it can't all be bad. Once you've got through it, it's like, oh, but it makes me want to make nice art. Like, nice art, because I believe that is a frequency. That picture is a frequency. I don't care what anyone says. That picture, whether you like it or not, I don't really care, is a frequency. It's got a lot of compassion and love in it, and it is a frequency, so there you go. I have a new wrench name. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, MSM good for joint injury. So, Waxman, what do you think the end result will be for Brexit? We'll be out of the EU. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Dave. So I better go because my battery's going to go. I need to check my water just in case and speak to some people. So I shall see you Friday. Bye.